Introduction. It is exam time. Ben is revising mathematics. The topic he chose today to revise is addition and subtraction involving four-digit numbers. Friends, we all know addition and subtraction involving numbers. Let us learn to add and subtract four-digit numbers along with Ben. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to add four-digit numbers, subtract four-digit numbers, estimate addition answer using number line, estimate using curved shifting. Addition of four-digit numbers. The first problem that Ben picks to solve is to add given numbers 4541 and 2316. He starts solving the question by writing the numbers in these lines. Remember that we begin adding from ones. So here the addition is 7. Now we move to add the tens. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Similarly, we add the numbers under place 100 and thousands. The numbers we get are 8 and 6 respectively. So, given numbers 4541 and 2316 when added is equal to 6857. Addition with regrouping. Let's try the addition of 5327 and 3265. We start by adding values at ones place, which is 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. Write 2 below in the ones line and write 1 above in the tens line. Next we move to add the tens. 2 plus 6 plus 1 is equal to 9. Write 9 below in the tens line. Now we add hundreds. 3 plus 2 is 5. Write 5 below in hundreds line. Similarly, add thousands. We get the answer as 8. Therefore, addition of 5327 and 3265 is equal to 8592. Subtraction of four-digit numbers. Friends, Ben has now moved to solve subtraction. Let us subtract 3212 from 6543. Write the numbers in the respective columns. We start subtraction from ones column. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Subtract tens. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Similarly, subtract hundreds and thousands. 5 minus 2 is 3 and 6 minus 3 is 3. So, 6543 minus 3212 is 3331. Subtraction with borrowing. It's time to learn subtraction involving borrowing. Subtract 3549 from 6583. We again start from ones column. Since 3 is smaller than 9, so we will borrow 110 from 8. Therefore, 3 will become 13 and 8 will become 7. Subtract 9 from 13. We get 4. Subtract tens. 7 minus 4 is 3. Similarly, we now subtract hundreds. 5 minus 5 is 0. Subtract thousands. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. So, 6583 minus 3549 is equal to 3034. Estimation using number line 1. Let us try something interesting. On screen you see a number line from 0 to 10. Can you guess the position of number 5 on this line? Yes, it will be in the middle of the line. The position of number 3 will be between 0 and 5, and number 7 will be between 5 and 10. Let us add 3 and 6. By adding 3 and 6, we get 9, and the position of 9 will be near to 10. Estimation using number line 2. Let us now consider a bigger number line from 0 to 100. Can you guess the position of number 20 on this line? It will be near 0 or towards 100. Yes, it will be near 0. What about number 70? Yes, number 70 will be near 100. Subtracting 20 from 70, we get 50. And the position of 50 will be the center of the line. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Adding 4-digit numbers, subtracting 4-digit numbers, estimation using number line. Introduction. It is December month. Anu is excited. Christmas is celebrated on 25th of December and Santa Claus would bring her gifts. Today is 10th of December. Anu is counting the number of days left of Christmas using a calendar. Do you know how to use a calendar? Come along to learn how we count days. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to list some facts about calendar, play some calendar tricks, solve problems on calendar, explain uses of calendars. What is calendar? Look at this calendar. You see days written in some fashion. A calendar groups days into week, weeks into month, and months into year. Each day is different. Calendar facts. There are 12 months in a year. Months are January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. When all the days are counted in a year, it sums up to be 365 days. Each month is divided into weeks. 1 week has 7 days from Monday to Sunday. Each month has 30 or 31 days. Only February has 28 days. Do you know that in a leap year, there is 1 extra day that is added in the month of February? Therefore, a leap year has 366 days. Sequencing the events. Anu is at school. She has listed some important dates in jumbled manner. Let us help her in arranging the days in the order they come in the year. It's New Year, then Republic Day, then comes Independence Day, followed by Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, and lastly Children's Day, which is birth date of our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Solving problems on calendar. Do you know that calendar solves many problems? You can easily read the days and dates on a calendar. Let us look at the month of July for the year 2012. Can you tell on which day does this month end? Yes, it's Tuesday. What day is it on 13th July? It is Friday. What is the date on the second Saturday? It is 14th July. Is the 21st a Sunday? No, it is not a Sunday. It is a Saturday. How many Thursdays are there in this month? Yes, there are 4 Thursdays in this month. Calendar tricks. Now it's time to play some calendar tricks. You can add 5 numbers in the box at an instance. Think. The total is 80. Hey, but how did you get it? Just multiply the middle number by 5. Remember that this magic works for lines which have 5 numbers. Fun with calendar. Hey, let's do some more fun with calendars. Suppose your friend chooses 4 numbers in a month, say 15, 16, 24 and 25, and gives you the sum. Then how will you identify those 4 numbers when you only know the sum? Think. It's easy. The trick is to first divide the sum by 4 and then subtract 5. You will get the first number by 15. For other 3 numbers, add 1, 9 and 10 to the first number. You can also try with other numbers too. Uses of calendar. Can you tell any uses of calendars? Calendars are used to identify days, to record an event, to manage personal schedules, to identify season changes. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Calendar groups days into weeks, weeks into month, and months into year. There are 365 days in a year, which are distributed among 12 months. Leap year has 366 days. Calendars are helpful in sequencing the events. Calendars are useful in identifying days and seasonal changes, recording events, and managing personal schedules.
Introduction. Hello friends, I'm skipping rope. Count the number of times is skip rope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 times. I'm tired now. Therefore, the data of my skipping rope is 8. Making a note of the data collected is data handling. There are various methods used for data handling. Let us learn some of these methods today.
Objectives. After completing this lesson, you would be able to collect data, record the data using tally marks, represent data pictorially, interpret the data by using charts.
Tally marks are one of the easiest and quickest methods used for data handling. A tally mark is counting the objects or activity in groups of 5. A single vertical line represents a single object. For representing 2 objects, 2 vertical lines are drawn. Each mark represents an object. While representing 5 objects, 4 vertical lines are drawn and a 5th diagonal line cuts the 4 vertical lines. For example, to count 3 mangoes, we make 3 tally marks. Let's do an activity to prepare a tally chart. Flip the coin and see what side of the coin appears. Is it heads or tails? Mark it in the table as shown. Continue to flip the coin for 25 times and for each time, mark the reading in a table. Counting the mark one by one takes more time to count. But by using tally marks, we can skip the count by 5s. It is quick to record data while using tally marks.
Now let us analyze the given chart. In this chart, 4 students have measured their shoes on the paper. They had cut and pasted the paper strips as shown in the given chart. Now answer the following questions by clicking on the correct options. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Collecting information about various things is known as collecting data. Tally marks records data counting in group of 5s. Charts are pictorial presentation of data. Chart helps us to interpret data. Introduction. Look at this bookshelf. There are 6 sections in the bookshelf. Ram's mother asked him to arrange 30 books in the shelf with each section containing equal number of books. Now how is Ram going to do the work? It is easy if Ram knew division. He has 30 books and 6 sections, so each section will have 5 books. Simple, isn't it? Do you want to learn how this is done? Let us together find this out. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to divide numbers by subtraction, divide numbers by long division method, divide numbers by short division method, check your division, divide by grouping numbers, relate division with multiplication. Equal sharing. Here are 6 apples and 3 caterpillars. If they share apples equally, each caterpillar will get 2 apples. 6 apples divided into 3 caterpillars are equal to 2 apples each. If there are 6 apples and 2 caterpillars, each caterpillar will get 3 apples. 6 apples divided by 2 is equal to 3 apples each. Divide by subtraction. We will now learn division by subtraction. Let us divide 16 by 4. Subtract 4 from 16. We get 12. Now subtract 4 from 12. We get 8. Subtracting 4 from 8, we get 4. Similarly, subtract 4 from 4, we get 0. Remember to keep subtracting till we get 0. Let us now see how many 4s have been subtracted. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 4s have subtracted. So the answer is 4. That means 16 divided by 4 is 4. Long division. We will now divide 68 by 2 by long division method. For this we write 68 divided by 2 as shown on screen. Look at the first number from left side in 68. It is 6. We start dividing from left side. First we will divide 6 by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we put that 3 right above the 6. Now multiply the 3 and 2 and put the answer right under the 6. Now we do subtraction. That is, 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. We carry down the second number. Now we will divide 8 by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we put that 4 right above the 8. Multiply the 4 and the 2 and put the answer right under the 8. Do the subtraction. That is, 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. We ended with a 0 at the bottom, and the answer is 34. Here 68 is dividend, 2 is the divisor. 34 is the quotient, and remainder is 0. Long division with remainder. Let's now solve another division question. Divide 25 by 3. The first number from left in 25 is 2. Can we divide 2 by 3? No, 3 cannot be divided by 2. Therefore, we take both the numbers from 25. Now divide 25 by 3. We know 3 multiplied by 8 is 24. And 3 multiplied by 9 is 27. 27 is more than 25. So we will take 3 multiplied by 8, which is 24. So put 8 right above 25. And put answer below 25. Now subtract. 25 minus 24 is 1. We can see 3 cannot divide 25 as we get a remainder as 1. Here 25 is dividend, 3 is the divisor, 8 is the quotient, and remainder is 1. Long division by 2-digit number. Let us now learn to divide 948 by a 2-digit number 21. The number 948 in the dividend and 21 is the divisor. 9 cannot be divided by 21. So look at the first two numbers from the left in the dividend. Divide 94 by 21. 21 fours are 84. Write 4 above 94 and 84 below 94. Subtract 84 from 94 and write answer below 84. Go to the next number in the dividend. The next number is 8. Now drag the number down. The number becomes 108. Now divide the new number 108 by 21. 21 fives is equal to 105. Place 5 above and the answer under 108. Subtract 105 from 108. Answer is 3. 21 cannot divide 3, so 3 is the remainder and 45 is the quotient. Short division method. Now we will divide 748 by 3 by short division method. Divide the first number in the dividend. 3 twos are 6, and 7 minus 6 is 1. Write 2 above and 1 near 4 to make it 14. Then divide 3 into 14. 3 fours are 12. 14 minus 12 is 2. Write 4 above and write 2 in front of 8 to make it 28. Then divide 3 into 28. 3 nines are 27. 28 minus 27 is 1. Put your answer 1 as the remainder. Check your division. There should be a way to check your answer. Let us look into it now. You must remember that 15 divided by 3 is 5. Is this answer correct? Let us check it. Here divisor is 3, quotient is 5, and remainder is 0. To check the answer, we need to multiply divisor and the quotient and then add the remainder to the answer. If the answer is equal to the dividend, then our answer is correct. Here the answer is 15, and this is equal to the dividend, therefore the answer is correct. Division by grouping. I have 36 marble tiles. I can keep 4 marble tiles in one box. How many boxes do I need? 4 marbles in the first box. Here 32 marbles tiles are left. 4 marbles tiles in the second box. Now 28 marbles tiles are left. 4 more marbles tiles in the third box. Now 24 marbles tiles are left. Similarly, we keep on adding 4 marbles tiles in each box. So, at last we have 9th box in which last 4 marbles tiles are kept. 36 marbles tiles have filled up 9 boxes. 36 marbles tiles are put into equal groups of 4, need 9 boxes. Relation between division and multiplication. Friends, 18 divided by 2 is 9, and if we multiply this 2 and 9, we get 18. 2 multiplied by 9 is 18. 16 divided by 2 is 8, and 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. Similarly, 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Division of numbers by subtraction method, long division method, short division method. Dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Introduction. John was at a shopping mall. Today at school he had learnt about various shapes. He looked around and saw various shapes in the objects around him. Let us look what he saw. He saw a rectangle billboard, a circle logo, and a rectangle window. Come, let's learn more about shape. Geometrical shapes. Hello friends. Geometry is the study of lines, curves, and shapes. There can be many different shapes. Circle, triangle, square, rectangle, sphere, and cube are a few to name. If you look closely, you will see a variety of geometrical shapes around you. Look at the window of your room. It is rectangular in shape. The design on the tiles is triangle. Look at the ball lying in the room. Its shape is spherical. Now look at the frames of the painting hanging on the wall. It is square in shape. Now you have seen and learnt different objects with different shapes. Creating shapes by folding and cutting paper. Anu is busy cutting paper. She has cut paper in different shapes. Let us have a closer look at it. Anu takes a sheet of paper. What you can say about the shape of this sheet? Yes, it is rectangular in shape. Anu tries to make triangle out of it. Draw a dotted line on this sheet of paper like this. Cut the paper on the dotted line. Now what you see is a triangle. Friends, let's try to make a circle by a plain square sheet. Make a line on this square like this. Fold it on the line such that upper triangle is superimposed on the lower triangle. After folding, we get the shape like this. Again, draw a line on it like this. Again, fold it on the line. Now you will get a smaller triangle than the previous one. Draw a curved line on it and cut it on the curved line. It is divided into two parts. Finally, open two folded parts. Look at it. It's wonderful to see two pictures, one of which is circle. Geometry facts. The geometry facts are generally declaring the three parts. Those parts are one-dimensional, two-dimensional, and three-dimensional. The one-dimensional geometry facts is called the line. The lines have only length. The two-dimensional geometry facts is about length and breadth. The three-dimensional geometry facts is about length, breadth, and height. Geometry vocabulary. Let us know about some basic terms used in geometry. Point. It is an imaginary dot. Lines. All these are straight lines. Line segment. Part of a line is called a line segment. Here AB is a line segment. These are the curved lines. Measuring line segment. It's time that we learn to measure a line segment. To measure the line segment AB, we use a centimeter scale. Put one end of scale starting with 0 just below the point A. On going from point A to B, digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are travelled. Therefore, length of the line segment is 5 centimeter. 2D and 3D shapes. Now let us talk about two-dimensional or 2D shapes. Some 2D shapes are circle, triangle, square, and rectangle. Some three-dimensional or 3D shapes are cube, cone, cylinder, and sphere. Plane and curved surfaces. Look at these two objects, blackboard and an apple. Blackboard's plane surfaces are its surfaces which have length and breadth. When you touch the surface of an apple, its surface is not straight. This is curved surface. A polygon is a plane figure made of 3 or more sides. Various types of polygons are triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon. Now we'll study about plane figure, sides and vertices. Look at this square. Arrows 1, 2, 3, 4 indicate the sides of a square. A square has 4 sides. The point at which 2 sides meet is called a vertex. Arrows 6, 7, 8, 9 indicates the vertices of a square. So here we see square has 4 vertices. Similarly, triangle has 3 sides and 3 vertices. Rectangle has 4 sides and 4 vertices. Tangram. Tangram is an old Chinese puzzle. From the pieces of the tangram, we can make shapes of animals, people, and things. This is a 5-pieces tangram. 5 pieces of tangram are: tessellation. Tessellation is a collection of shapes that cover the surface of a plane, leaving no gaps or overlaps. It can also be called tiling. Summary. Let us summarize what you have learned. Geometry is the study of lines, curves, and shapes. Different shapes are circle, triangle, square, rectangle, sphere, and cube. A polygon is a plane figure made of 3 or more sides. Triangle has 3 sides and 3 vertices. Square and rectangle has 4 sides and 4 vertices. Tangram is an old Chinese puzzle. Tessellation is a collection of shapes that cover the surface of a plane, leaving no gaps or overlaps. Introduction. Every day Rama's mother bought 2 liters of milk. However, today some guests are coming for dinner. She will be preparing custard. Therefore, she bought 4 liters of milk from the milk booth. How do we measure liquids? Let us find out in this lesson today. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to compare capacity, measure capacity. Capacity. Rama was playing in the garden. He saw 3 holes in the playground. He decided to fill them with water. Hole A gets filled with 5 mugs of water. Hole B gets filled with 7 mugs of water. And hole C gets filled with 3 mugs of water. Can you tell which is the biggest hole? Yes, hole B is the biggest hole. Capacity of containers. Maria pours 1 glass of water in her jug. It looks like this. When John pours 1 glass of water in his jug, it looks like this. Maria thinks she will have to pour around 2 glasses of water to fill the jug, while John thinks he will have to pour 1 glass of water to fill his jug. Can you tell whose jug holds more water? Yes, you are right. Maria's jug holds more water. Capacity of the bottles. There are 2 pots of same size. Naima and Naseem have to fill each pot with colored water. They use their own bottles to fill the pots. Naima's pot gets filled with 16 bottles of water, while Naseem's pot gets filled with 8 bottles of water. We can say that Naima's bottle can hold half times as much water as Naseem's bottle. Comparison. Rama was out on picnic. He felt thirsty. He went to a shop and purchased 1 liter bottle of water. This bottle can hold 1 liter of water. There were other bottles of different capacity. This one held half liter and that one held 2 liters of water. The word liter is used to denote the capacity of a liquid. We will now pour water from this bottle in a vessel. We have seen that 1 liter water do not fill this vessel. This vessel holds more than 1 liter of water. Similarly, pour water from the bottle in these vessels. They also hold more than 1 liter of water. Measurement. Now let us pour milk from 1 liter bottle in this bowl. We have seen that milk is still there in the bottle. This means this bowl holds less than 1 liter of milk. Similarly, this pan holds less than 1 liter of milk. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. This means 1000 milliliters make 1 liter. Milliliters can also be written as ml. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Capacity is the amount of liquid a container can hold. The word liter is used to measure the capacity of a liquid. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters, or 1000 milliliter is equal to 1 liter. Introduction. Long back, do you know how people used to measure the length of objects? They used their palm, forearm, or feet to measure the length of the objects. But these methods never gave accurate results. Nowadays, we make use of ruler, metric scale, and measuring tape to measure the accurate length and height of the objects. Let us learn the correct method of using a scale. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to measure the length of objects using a ruler, measure length in meters and centimeter, understand the relation between meter and centimeter. I need 4 centimeter long paper. What will I use to measure the length? Yes, you are correct. A ruler will help me to measure length. You find many divisions on the margin of the ruler. Some lines are longer while others are smaller. The longer lines represent the number in centimeters. The small lines between 2 long lines represent divisions of centimeter. Now we will learn to read a scale. Example. This is 2 centimeters. This is half centimeter. Similarly, this is 4.5 centimeter. Ruku wants to measure the length of different objects. Will you help him? Click on each object to measure its length. A ruler comes in different length. The first ruler seen can measure length up to 15 centimeters. The second ruler seen can measure length up to 30 centimeters. But a ruler cannot measure all objects. Ruler is used to measure only short length objects such as pencil, stick, notebook, duster, comb, etc. A measuring tape is used to measure long things. Your mother is in market to buy shirt cloth. Can the shopkeeper measure a shirt piece with a ruler? Yes, he can measure, but the work would be tedious and time-consuming. He measures it with the help of metric tape. It will take less time and less effort. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. We can measure the height of the almirah by using measuring tape. The height of the almirah is 200 centimeters. Therefore, we can say that the height of the almirah is 2 meters. Similarly, the length of walking stick is 100 centimeters, or we can say 1 meter. Let us compare the length of the various things. Some of the objects have their length in meters, while some of them are so small that they are measured in centimeters only. The length of a bread loaf is expressed in centimeters. The length of a matchbox is expressed in centimeters. The length of a skipping rope is expressed in meters. The length of a bus is expressed in meters. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. We use ruler, metric scale and measuring tape to measure length. Ruler is used to measure length of small objects. Length can be measured in centimeters and meters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Introduction. Sandy went to a fruit seller and asked for 1 kg of grapes. The fruit seller weighs the grapes on his weighing balance. The fruit seller has different weights with him. Let us learn more about the weight and its measurement. Objectives. After completing this lesson, you will be able to compare weights, measure weight using balance, measure mass, relation between kilogram and gram. Sandy has a pumpkin, a cabbage and a lemon. Can you tell which of the vegetables is lightest and can be lifted easily? Yes, lemon is lighter than other 2 vegetables. He can easily lift a lemon. Look at these vehicles parked in the parking bay. Which vehicle amongst them is the heaviest? Car is the heaviest vehicle. Motorbike is less heavy than the car, and the bicycle is the least heavy amongst all of them. Heavy, heavier, heaviest are used to describe weights. Or we can also use light, lighter, and lightest to describe weights. Have you seen this instrument? Yes, it is a pan balance. You may have seen it at a grocery store with vegetable sellers and fruit sellers. Now let us measure the weight of the pencil box and water bottle. Can you tell which is heavier? A pencil box or a water bottle? Yes, water bottle is heavier than pencil box. Which is heavier, a badminton racket or cricket bat? Yes, a cricket bat is heavier than a badminton racket. 2 children measure their weight. The weight of first child is 25 kilograms and the weight of the second child is 22 kilograms. It is right to say that the weight of first child is greater than the second one. The words kilogram and gram is used to express weight. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. Kilogram is also represented as kg. Gram is also represented as g. When we go to fruit seller, He uses different types of weights to balance the required amount of objects. Some balances used to measure weight are 2 kg, 1 kg, 500 grams, 200 grams, 50 grams, 20 grams, 10 grams, and 5 grams. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. It is easy to lift light objects as compared to heavy objects. Balance is used to measure the weight of objects. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. Introduction. Arun is at school enjoying his mathematics lesson with his teacher Miss Priya. He is halfway through solving a problem when he sees his science teacher Miss Amita enter the class. She asks Priya the strength of her class. 35, replies Miss Priya. Miss Amita performs a quick mental calculation and says, there are 180 students in the other 5 sections of class 3. If this section is included, the total strength of class 3 is 215. Miss Amita is long gone, but Arun is still wondering how she managed to compute so fast. In this lesson, you will learn mental arithmetic to speed up your calculations. Addition. To master mental arithmetic, you must get your basics right. A basic fact about addition is that the sum of two numbers does not change when we split the two numbers into 2 or more. For example, to add 25 and 7, we can break the number 7 into two numerals, 5 and 2. We do so as it is easy to add 25 and 5. 25 plus 5 is equal to 30. Then we are left with two numbers, 30 and 2, to add. The result is 32. Thus, the sum of 25 and 7 can be quickly calculated as 32. Addition of 3-digit numbers. Let us now see how we can simplify the addition of numbers with 3 or more digits. Let us try and add 171, 512 and 405. To simplify the addition, we proceed according to place values. Let us begin with the digits at the hundreds place, that is 1, 5 and 4. We add 100, 500 and 400. The sum is 1000. Now we proceed to add the digits at the tens place, that is 7, 1 and 0. We add 70, 10 and 00 to get 80. Finally, we add the digits at the ones place, that is 1, 2 and 5 to get 8. Now we need to add 1000, 80 and 8 to get the sum of 171, 512 and 405. The result of the addition is 1088. Mental subtraction. We can perform mental subtraction in a manner similar to mental addition. 0 is the easiest number to subtract. So we will always try to make the second number, that is, the number to be subtracted, end with 0. Let us try to subtract 29 from 67. Since the second number must end with a 0, we subtract 30, not 29, from 67. The subtraction gives us 37. But we subtracted an additional 1. So we add 1 to the difference. Thus, the result of subtracting 29 from 67 is 38. Let us practice mental subtraction. Subtract 427 from 842. To simplify subtraction, let us convert 427 to 430 and 842 to 840. To subtract 430 from 840. First, subtract 400 from 800 to get 400. Then subtract 30 from 40 to get 10. Therefore, the difference between 840 and 430 is 410. But we subtracted an additional 3 when we subtracted 430 instead of 427. So we add 3 to the difference. We left out 2 when we subtracted 430 from 840 and not 842. So we add 2 more to the difference. Thus, the result of subtracting 427 from 842 is 415. Mental multiplication. Having learnt mental addition and subtraction, let us proceed to learn mental multiplication. To multiply a number by 10 or its multiples, add the same number of zeros to the result as in the multiplier. To multiply a number by 9, multiply it by 10 first and then subtract the number itself from the result. For example, to multiply 47 by 9, first multiply 47 by 10 to get 470. Then subtract 47 from 470 to get 423 as the result. To multiply a number by 5, multiply the number first by 10 and then divide the result by 2. For example, to multiply 57 by 5, first multiply 57 by 10 to get 570. Now divide 570 by 2 to get 285 as the result. Addition hill. There is a very interesting pattern in addition called addition hill. We know that 3 plus 4 is 7. What will be 30 plus 40? 30 plus 40 is equal to 70. What will be 300 plus 400? 300 plus 400 is equal to 700. Now you can tell the sum of 3000 and 4000 very easily. 3000 plus 4000 is equal to 7000. As this pattern gives a hill-like structure, we call it the addition hill. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. To add numbers with 3 or more digits mentally, add according to the place values of the numbers. To perform mental subtraction, subtract the nearest multiples of 10 and make suitable adjustments in the result. To multiply a number by 10 or its multiples, add the same number of zeros to the result as in the multiplier. To multiply a number by 9, multiply it by 10 first and then subtract the number itself from the result. To multiply a number by 5, multiply the number first by 10 and then divide the result by 2. Addition hills are created by adding multiples of same numbers. Currency facts. The Indian currency is known as the rupee. The word rupee comes from the Sanskrit word rupaya, which denoted the stamped coins used in the ancient India. This symbol associated with the Indian rupee. Indian currency is made up of coins and notes known as bank notes. While the coins are minted by the Government of India, the bank notes are issued by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI. Addition by conversion. You are aware that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. It means 2 rupees are equal to 200 paise. 3 rupees are equal to 300 paise. 4 rupees are equal to 400 paise. And 5 rupees are equal to 500 paise. So, 1 rupee 25 paise is the same as 100 paise and 25 paise, that is 125 paise. By the same logic, 1 rupee 50 paise is equal to 150 paise. 1 rupee 75 paise may also be represented as 175 paise, and 2 rupees 75 paise is equal to 275 paise. Let us add 2 rupees 50 paise and 3 rupees 50 paise. 2 rupees 50 paise is equal to 250 paise. 3 rupees 50 paise is equal to 350 paise. So, we add 250 and 350 paise, which is equal to 600 paise. We now add 4 rupees 25 paise and 5 rupees. 4 rupees 25 paise is equal to 425 paise. 5 rupees is equal to 500 paise. So we add 425 and 500, which is equal to 925 paise. Addition without conversion. We can write 25 paise as 25p. In the same way, we can write 50 paise as 50p and 75 paise as 75p. We can write 1 rupee as rupee 1. In the same way, 2 rupees can be written as rupees 2, 3 rupees can be written as rupees 3, 4 rupees as rupees 4, and so on. Now we can write 1 rupee 25 paise as rupee 1.25p, 2 rupees 50 paise as rupees 2.50p, 3 rupees 75 paise as rupees 3.75p, and 10 rupees 10 paise as rupees 10.10p. Let us now perform additions without any conversions. Let's add 6 rupees 25 paise and 2 rupees 50 paise. First, write 6 rupees 25 paise as rupees 6.25p. Just below it, write 2 rupees 50 paise, rupees 2.50p in such a way that the rupee part falls in the rupee column and paise part falls in the paise column. Step 1. Add the numbers in the paise column. 25 plus 50 is equal to 75. Write 75 in the paise column. Step 2. Add the numbers in the rupees column. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Write 8 in the rupees column. The result of the addition is 8 rupees 75 paise. Now take another example. Add 45 rupees 50 paise and 20 rupees 50 paise. Step 1. Add the number in the paise column as 50 plus 50, which is equal to 100 paise. We know that 100 paise is equal to rupee 1. So write 2 zeros in the paise column and carry forward 1 to the rupee column. Step 2. Add the numbers in the rupees column. 1 plus 45 plus 20 is equal to rupees 66. Write 66 in the rupees column. So the answer is 66 rupees. Subtraction by conversion. Ravina gets 9 rupees 50 paise from her mother as pocket money. She spends 5 rupees and 50 paise on toffees. What is the pocket money left with her? Let's take a look. 9 rupees 50 paise means 950 paise and 5 rupees 50 paise means 550 paise. Write 550 paise under 950 paise. Now subtract them. 0 minus 0 is equal to 0. Write 0 under 0, 0 column. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Write 0 under 5, 5 column. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. Write 4 under 9, 5 column. So the amount left with Ravina is 400 paise, that is 4 rupees. Subtraction without conversion. Let's learn how to subtract 5 rupees 25 paise from 8 rupees 75 paise. Note here, write 8 rupees 75 paise as rupees 8.75 paise. Then write 5 rupees 25 paise as rupees 5.25 paise under it in such a way that the rupee part falls in the rupee column and paise part falls in the paise column. Subtract 25 from 75 to get 50. Write 50 in the paise column. Subtract 5 from 8 to get 3. Write 3 in the rupee column, so the answer is 3 rupees 50 paise. Bill. Do you know what a bill is? Bill is a piece of paper which contains details of all the purchases made by you from a shop. The details include the names of the items purchased, their costs, and the total. Making bill. Now we will learn how to make a bill. Ramita bought 2 pencils, 2 toffees, 1 ball, and a book. Prepare a bill for Ramita. Make 4 columns. Item, rate per item, rupees and paise. Under the item column, write the names of the different items purchased. Under the rate per item column, write 2 rupees, 1 rupee 25 paise, 5 rupees and 10 rupees against pencil, toffees, ball and book. 2 pencils cost 4 rupees, so write 4 in the rupees column and 00 in the paise column. 2 toffees cost 2 rupees 50 paise, so write 2 in the rupee column and 50 in the paise column. 1 ball costs 5 rupees, so write 5 in the rupees column and 00 in the paise column. 1 book costs 10 rupees, so write 10 in the rupees column and 00 in the paise column. Add numbers in the paise column. Add 00 plus 50 plus 00 plus 00, which is equal to 50 paise. Add the numbers in the rupees column. Add 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 10, which is equal to 21 rupees. Make a new row. Write total in this row under the rate per item column. Write 21 rupees in the rupees column. Write 50 paise in the paise column. The bill is ready. Ramita has to pay rupees 21 and 50 paise to the shopkeeper for her purchases. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Addition of money with and without conversion. Subtraction of money with and without conversion. And preparing of a bill. Introduction. It is Ria's birthday today. She has decided to give 3 chocolate bars to each of her classmates. So far she has covered 5 friends. Therefore, she has given away 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is equal to 15 chocolate bars. After a while, she finishes distributing the chocolate bars to the entire class of 35 students. How many bars did Ria distribute in all? Do we add 3 to 35 times to get the answer? Or is there another way? In this lesson, we will study multiplication in detail. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to list the properties of multiplication, multiply numbers by 10, 100 and 1000, multiply 2-digit numbers, state the multiplication facts, multiply large numbers using the lattice multiplication algorithm. Multiplication. We just calculated the number of chocolate bars given by Ria to her 5 friends as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 as 15. If you notice, the number 3 appears 5 times. Therefore, we can also write it as 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Let us take another example. 6 plus 6 plus 6, which is equal to 18. We can also write it as 3 into 6, which equals 18, because 6 appears 3 times. Multiplication properties 1. Let us now look at some properties of multiplication. 1 into 1 is equal to 1. 4 into 1 is equal to 4. 7 into 1 is equal to 7. It means if we multiply any number by 1, the result is the number itself. Let's have a look on another property. 1 into 0 is equal to 0. 4 into 0 is equal to 0. It means if we multiply any number by 0, the result is 0. Multiplication properties 2. Here is another property of multiplication. Take 2 numbers, 6 and 5, and multiply them. We can multiply these numbers in 2 ways. We either multiply 6 by 5 or multiply 5 by 6. 6 into 5 is equal to 30. 5 into 6 is equal to 30. Now take two more numbers, 7 and 3. We multiply them again in two ways. We multiply 7 by 3 first and then 3 by 7. 7 into 3 is equal to 21. 3 into 7 is equal to 21. We have seen that the result of multiplication of two numbers remains the same, whatever be the order of the numbers. Multiplication by 10, 100 and 1000. Let us now learn how to multiply numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. When we multiply a number by 10, we add the 0 in the 10 to the right of the number to get the result. Let us multiply 7 by 10. Add 1 0 to the right of 7 to get the result as 70. By the same logic, 36 multiplied by 10 is 360. 47 multiplied by 10 is 470. When we multiply a number by 100, we add the two zeros in the 100 to the right of the number to get the result. Let us multiply 12 by 100. Add two zeros to the right of 12 to get the result as 1200. By the same logic, 43 multiplied by 100 is 4300. When we multiply a number by 1000, we add the three zeros in the 1000 to the right of the number to get the result. Let us multiply 8 by 1000. Add three zeros to the right of 8 to get the result as 8000. By the same logic, 4 multiplied by 1000 is 4000. Multiplication of two-digit numbers. Let us now learn to multiply two-digit numbers. Let us multiply 63 by 4. Firstly, multiply 3 by 4. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. Place 2 under the line at the ones place. Write 1 above 6 at the tens place. Then multiply 6 by 4 and add 1 above 6. 4 into 6 plus 1 is equal to 25. Place 25 below the line. Answer is 252. Now let us multiply 32 by 12. 1. Multiply 2 by 2 to get 4. Write 4 below the line at the ones place. 2. Then multiply 3 by 2. Answer is 6. Place 6 below the line at the tens place. 3. Mark a cross below 4. 4. Multiply 2 by 1. Place the 2 below 6. Multiply 3 by 1. Place the 3 to the left of 2. Now add these two numbers. The answer is 384. Multiplication algorithm. It is now time to learn to multiply large numbers in a simple way using the lattice multiplication algorithm. The algorithm uses a grid made up of rows and columns. The number of rows and columns depend upon the number of digits in the numbers to be multiplied. If a two-digit number is multiplied by another two-digit number, there will be 2 columns and 2 rows. In other words, the grid will have 4 cells. Every cell in the grid is diagonally divided into 2. The upper triangle is for tens place and the lower triangle is for ones place. Let us now use this grid to multiply two-digit numbers. Multiplication algorithm. Let us multiply 56 by 14 using the lattice multiplication algorithm. Write 56 across the top and 14 at the side vertically. First multiply 1 and 5. Write 5 in the ones place and 0 in the tens place. Then multiply 4 and 5 to get 20. Write the 0 of 20 in the ones place and the 2 in the tens place. Then multiply 1 and 6. Write 6 in the ones place and 0 in the tens place. Finally multiply 4 and 6. The result is 24. Write 2 in the tens place and 4 in the ones place. Now add the numbers in each diagonal column, starting from the bottom. 4 is equal to 4. 6 plus 2 plus 0 is equal to 8. 0 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 0 is equal to 0. Read the result from left to right as 0784, that is 784. Therefore, we can say that 14 into 56 is equal to 784. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. Any number multiplied by 1 is the number itself. Any number multiplied by 10, 100 or 1000 is the number followed by as many zeros as are there in 10, 100 or 1000. Two numbers multiplied in any order give the same result. Large numbers are multiplied using lattice multiplication algorithm. Introduction. Ravi is hooked to numbers. He finds them fascinating. They are everywhere, from books to grocery stores to cricket stores to birthdays to time to marks to temperatures, everywhere. Ravi simply loves collecting amazing facts about numbers. Let us share some interesting number facts with Ravi. Number facts. Each number has an interesting fact associated with it. Let us know more about them. Number 1 is known as the ace number. A pair is a group of two objects. 10 is the smallest two-digit number. 99 is the largest two-digit number. 100 is also known as a century. 100 is the smallest three-digit number. 999 is the largest three-digit number. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. To count the number of objects, we use ones. When the number of objects is more, we make group of tens and count them as 1 tens, 2 tens, 3 tens. What if there are lots of tens? We make 10 tens group and call it hundreds. When we have 10 hundreds, we call it 1,000. Observe that in ones we have only one digit, in tens we have two digits, in hundreds we have three digits, and in thousands we have four digits. Writing four-digit numbers. What is the number that we get when we add 1 to 999? 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. Write 0 and carry over 1. Again, 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. Write 0 and carry over 1. Again, 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. Write 10. 999 plus 1 is equal to 1000. 1000 is the smallest four-digit number. A four-digit number has four places. Starting from the extreme right, there are ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Four-digit numbers on the number line. Number line is a line that is to represent numbers. A number line has equal spaced divisions. The smaller numbers are placed nearer 0 than larger numbers. Compare the positions of 4000 and 2500 on the number line. Which number will be nearer 0? Which of the two is bigger? 2500 will be nearer 0. 4000 is bigger. Comparing numbers. Let us now learn to compare numbers. To compare two four-digit numbers, we first compare the digits at the thousands place. The number that has a greater digit at the thousands place is the larger of the two. For example, let us compare 4,567 and 2,345. Since 4 is greater than 2, we can say that 4,567 is larger. However, if the digits at the thousands place in the two numbers are the same, we compare the digits at the hundreds place. The number that has a greater digit at the hundreds place is the larger of the two. For example, let us compare 7,652 and 7,453. Since the digit 7 at the thousands place is the same in both the numbers, we compare 6 and 4. Since 6 is greater than 4, we can say that 7,652 is larger. Ascending and descending order. Once we know how to compare numbers, we can arrange them in the ascending, that is increasing, or descending, that is decreasing order. In the ascending order, the numbers are arranged starting from the smallest number first, then the next greater number, then the next, and so on. In the descending order, the numbers are arranged in the reverse, that is starting from the largest. Symbolically, the ascending order of numbers may be denoted by the less than symbol. For example, 390 is lesser than 1,823, is lesser than 3,005, is lesser than 7,540. Similarly, the descending order of numbers may be denoted by the more than symbol. For example, 6,583 is greater than 5,678, is greater than 2,134, which is greater than 1,200, is greater than 456. Before, between, and after. Numbers that are less than a given number appear before it. Numbers that are greater than a given number appear after it. What can we say about a number that falls between two numbers? The numbers to the right are greater than the given number and the numbers to the left are smaller than it. 4-digit number fun. Look at number 6174. It is a magic number. Form the smallest and largest 4-digit numbers using the digits 6, 1, 7 and 4. The smallest number formed is 1467. The largest possible number is 7641. Now subtract 1467 from 7641. The difference is 6174. Place value and face value. Ones, tens, hundreds and thousands are all place values of a digit. Place value of a digit helps us to determine its value. For example, the digit 2 is at thousands place in number 2350, whereas it is at tens place in number 5023. Hence, the value of 2 in 2350 is 2 thousands, and in 5023 it is 2 tens, that is 20. Face value of a digit is the digit itself. The face value of a digit 5 in number 555 is 5 at each place, but the place value of 5 is different at each place. Moving from left to right, the values of the three 5s in 555 are 5, 50 and 500. Odd and even numbers. Any number that has a 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in the ones place is called an even number. For example, 34, 56, 70, 102 are all even numbers. Any number that has 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9 in the ones place is called an odd number. For example, 23, 41, 57, 89 are all odd numbers. Even numbers can be divided into two equal groups. Odd numbers cannot be divided into two equal groups. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. 1000 is the smallest 4-digit number and 9,999 is the largest. Two 4-digit numbers can be compared based on the digits at the corresponding places. Numbers can be arranged in the ascending or descending order by comparing the digits at the corresponding places. Numbers smaller than a given number appear before it. Numbers greater than a given number appear after it. Face value of a digit is the digit itself. Place value of a digit depends on its location and can be ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Introduction. What a beautiful pearl necklace! If you notice, there are 3 white pearls and 3 black pearls and so on and so forth. Looks like they're arranged in a particular sequence or pattern. Let us learn more about pattern today. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define pattern, make patterns using shapes and numbers, understand even and odd number patterns, recognize multiplication and division patterns. It's Christmas time and Sam is busy decorating his Christmas tree with lights. The bulbs in light series are red, blue, green and yellow. And again, the same colored bulbs repeat. They form a pattern. Let us look at a different type of pattern. If you notice, the numbers of crayons are not exactly repeating. Each color of crayon is increasing. This type of pattern is called as growing pattern. Look at the number chart given here. They follow some rule. In rows, the number increases by 1. In each column, the number increases by 10. And diagonally, the number increases by 11. They are called growing patterns. Look at the numbers given here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and so on. The first series are called even numbers. Even numbers are divisible by 2 and ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. The number ending with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are called odd numbers. Both in even and odd numbers, we skip counting by 2s. Look at the pattern given here. 4, 16, 64, 256, 1024. The differences between two numbers in the series are varying. The difference is 3, 12, 48, and 192. This means they do not follow addition and subtraction pattern. The pattern followed is called multiplication pattern. In this pattern, the next number is obtained by multiplying the number by 4. Similarly, we can also make division pattern. Division pattern is reciprocal of multiplication pattern. Look at the given series. 256, 64, 16, 4, and 1. In this series, the next number is obtained by dividing the number by 4. This is called division pattern. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Pattern is a repetition in the same sequential order. Rules can be in terms of addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Even numbers ends with 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. odd numbers ends with 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9, in a multiplication pattern, the next number is obtained by multiplying it by the same number. In a division pattern, the next number is obtained by dividing it by the same number. Introduction. Look at the three pictures. These pictures show different time of a day. It is morning time. It is afternoon time. It is night time. We do things according to time. We get up in the morning, eat out lunch in the afternoon, and study at night. Time is a moment for particular activity. And now it is time to start the lesson. Do you know that time is not same for all the kids in the world? When it is time for you to wake up, it may be time for kids to go to bed somewhere across the world. So friends, let us learn about telling time and other facts about time. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to tell the time, use AM and PM correctly to denote time, list facts on time, solve time problems. As we just saw, at some places it is daytime and at others it may be night. Time changes when we move across the world. A clock is used to read time. As you see, a clock has 3 hands. The short hand tells about hour, the long hand tells about minutes, and this thin hand to tell about seconds. You must have seen all the hands of the clock rotate in one direction, that is, from left to right. This is known as clockwise direction. The reverse rotation is known as anti-clockwise direction. You must have seen clocks of different shapes and sizes. There are clocks which you wear on hand. They are called watches. There are clocks which you see mounted on wall. Clocks which are mounted on buildings. Let us now learn to read time. Do you all know the table of 5? Let's revise it. Table of 5 is displayed on screen. You can read the time easily. If you know the table of number 5, the minute and hour hand are read differently. To know the position of the hour hand, we read numbers written on clock face. And to know the position of minute hand, we need to read the smaller divisions. Another way to read minute is to multiply the number by 5. When the minute hand is at 2, clock is showing 2 multiplied by 5, that is 10 minutes. This clock is showing the time 10 past 10. Look at these pictures. Both the clock shows 9 o'clock. But do you see any difference in both the pictures? One is daytime and other is night time. How will you tell which is morning 9 o'clock or evening 9 o'clock? Let me tell you. A clock has 12 numbers marked. You know that a day has 24 hours. Hence, the time for first 12 hours from midnight to noon is written with AM. The time for next 12 hours from noon to midnight is written with PM. Let us solve some interesting problems on time. Sarah goes for her morning walk at 7:10 a.m. She walks for half an hour. At what time she comes back to her house? To find the answer, we need to add 30 minutes to 10 past 7. the time will be 10:40 a.m. Robert starts at 7 a.m. for his aunt's place by train. The journey time is 12 hours. When will Robert reach at his aunt's place? After 12 hours, it will be 7 p.m. So Robert will reach at her aunt's station by 7 p.m. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Clock shows different time at different places in the world. All clock hands rotate in same direction. To read hour, we read the numbers written on clock face. To read minute, we have to multiply the number on clock face by 5. To show 24 hours on 12-hour clock, we use AM and PM.